being here.
How are you?
An opening fixture at Allianz Stadium in London, a closing fixture at home at the Guinness Stadium against Scotland. Is there particular excitement going into the championship, knowing that you're playing in front of record crowds, some of rugby's most iconic stadiums?
I think as the competition goes through the years, the growth in the women's game is probably echoed in the calibre of and standard of stadiums that we're going to be playing in. So to play at the Allianz Stadium in Twickenham is outstanding, and by the time we get there, I suspect it'll be nearly full. As an occasion, as an event, that's something that really excites us. Us being able to play a standalone fixture in Dublin, the home of Ireland Rugby, again is a statement. We're excited by it. It's hopefully we can get as many people as we possibly can, and then continue to grow that year on year.
Right. So you kick off your championship against world champions England. Would it be fair to say that there's no shortage of motivation entering that fixture?
There's plenty of motivation. We're playing the world champions, the number one team in the world. I imagine most people probably have England as favourites, and all we're going to concentrate on is getting our best performance out there. Over the years, we've grown our capability. So we're still a young team, but we're a young team with experience now. 2 years ago we played at Twickenham and came on the wrong side of that result. But also there was a piece around the occasion and learning to play in that occasion. Now we're still a young team, but we've got a lot of experience in the group. Teams that have already played there in front of a crowd, players that have already played at World Cups and knockout stages of World Cups. So we go into this having with more experience and probably a higher level of expectation in terms of our performance and what we can get out there.
And so England have become this dominant force in women's rugby in recent years. How do you explain that success, and what elements of the game do you think most teams can learn from?
I think probably it's a question for the England coaches rather than me. They've got good depth. They've got good players. We're able to learn a little bit from that in terms of how previous management set that up in environments, and we're able to perhaps learn some of the shortcuts that they're able to take. So we've grown in Ireland. We're growing our own systems. We've got an excellent pathway. We've got a supported and challenged network, really, where players can come through and kind of accelerate how quickly they can get to the senior team. So we've got loads of potential in Ireland. Hopefully we can keep that, and hopefully some of that can come through the Six Nations.
My next question was about that pathway competition. As you know, this year we're launching the U21 of Six Nations, evolving from the U20s. How important is the visibility of that the players get, that exposure that they get from those matches, and maybe what is it from that younger generation taking part in that pathway? Are you seeing, coming into the senior level? What is the main attributes that you find different to shows the evolution of the game?
Yeah, okay. Well, certainly the under-21s, I think, is a really good space for players' development. We've got a lot of talent in Ireland looking to come through, and we see the under-21s as being like a pivotal part of that. A lot of those under-21s playing the Celtic Challenge with us as well. Basically, in the women's space, you can be in under-18 and into under-21s and onto senior caps very, very quickly. We've seen that multiple times. You call them bolters, but where a player can come onto the radar and actually get up the ranks pretty quickly. So we know it's a really important part of our pathway in Ireland. We continue to nurture it. We're pretty connected as a group of coaches, both from senior level down through the 21s and 18s. So we've got some good players coming through, and getting them some international experience at that age is a really crucial part of their development to hopefully go on and perform at the highest possible level on the world stage.
Right. And just a quick last one. What is it about the Six Nations, the Guinness Six Nations, that holds such a special place in the hearts and minds of players in the team as a whole?
Six Nations is an iconic tournament. Local rivalry. There's bragging rights everywhere. Everyone's got their team to beat. Everyone's got their one to get somebody back for. It's a great competition. Fans can really buy into it. And the format of how we do it, 3 gap, and then we play the final 2 fixtures, we think suits us really well. It's able to to get to momentum and then maintain that momentum through the competition. So, no, it's a really exciting game. We've come third in the last 2 competitions, but by only winning 2 games, we've got some goals for ourselves where we want to win more, and we want to try and close the gap and get into that top 2. So, there's plenty to play for. We think we're primed and ready, and now we just bring on the competition.